So 1,000 miles on my Bullet 500, a review. Yes, I know I'm wearing a Triumph t-shirt and I'm doing a review on a Royal Enfield, but that's just the way it is. So the Bullet 500 is my first bike, and for comparison, I've only ridden a CRF 250 and a Harley Street 500 and a motorized bicycle. So that's not a ton to go off of, but what I do know is it's been an amazing up and down experience. I got the bike knowing I had to do some maintenance to it, tires, carbs, tuning, oil changes, clutch, tried to switch out an exhaust, spark plug changes, tappets, adjusting tappets, adjusting the throttle itself, cleaned and adjusted the brakes. And so all of that to say, the bike was not running perfectly, and it hasn't been running perfectly most of the time. So I don't think I have an accurate idea of this bike. But I do have an accurate idea of just riding it in general for 1,000 miles. And what I can say is it's really, really fun. It's really enjoyable. Being my first bike, I don't have much to go off of. And so it's just an amazing experience just being on the road on two wheels. And that may be the case, you know, I would have felt that way no matter what I was riding. But the Bullet 500, because it's a single cylinder, it's thumpy, it has such a classic vibe. It's really enjoyable to listen to the engine. Just roll on the throttle and hear the thump, you know? It's nice. The bike itself is beautiful. It's a little dirty right now. It gets dirty quick, but it's a beautiful bike, and that's one of the most appealing things about it is the aesthetics of the bike, how it looks, and the sound of the thump. I'll definitely see myself keeping this bike as long as I'm in California and going to get coffee and groceries and whatever else, small errands and stuff, because it's the perfect bike for that. It really is the perfect bike for just putting around town and doing all the things I would do normally, but just in a car, but now on a bike, so it just makes everything so much better. I think adding a second bike would be beneficial if I was to ever do anything more extensive in terms of freeway riding, super long distances on freeways, you know, anything like that. The beauty of the Bullet 500 is I can pretty much fix most things myself. I haven't taken it to a mechanic. I've just used YouTube and I've used owner manuals to make sure I'm doing most stuff right, or everything that I can as correctly as possible. And it's worked so far. I don't have a ton of experience in terms of identifying issues, but I can fix them once they are identified. And so that's the learning curve, I think, is being able to diagnose problems with the bike. And there are problems with the bike. When I first got it, the first 3-4 months, it broke down weekly. If it wasn't one thing, it was another. And it was super frustrating, but I was able to fix it every time, and that was an enjoyable process. It was fulfilling in a lot of ways. It almost made me wonder, should I be a mechanic, you know? But no, because that's backbreaking work. It sucks. Maybe if I had better tools, it would be easier. But yeah, that's the beauty of the bike, is you can fix it on the road, on the go, as long as you have some tools, some basic tools too. You don't need anything crazy, which is nice. I can see the appeal to the Indian market, to where they're going somewhere and there's not a shop around and they just need to get it done real quick. They can just do it on the side of the road. An enjoyable part of the bike is once I park it and I grab my coffee or whatever I'm doing, I usually get a couple of comments or questions about it. It's a good bridge bike to people that aren't in the motorcycle community or don't really know much about it, because it's such an alluring, appealing bike to look at. People go, you know, what year is it? What is that? I've never seen that before. It's beautiful, all that kind of stuff, which is a nice feeling for me, obviously. But I think it also helps just motorcycles in general because, as we know, motorcycling is slightly dying from what I understand. The older people are starting to phase out, and so they're not buying bikes, and the younger generation is not buying bikes. And so I wonder if the smaller displacement, more aesthetically pleasing bikes are a good way to, bring people into the community of motorcycling. And just to see one around town, it's, like I said, it's the bridge to the people that don't ride. They're more open to it. It's not as intimidating, I think. I mean, that's the thing is, you can actually see this literal same bike at Universal Studios, just sitting there on one of their displays. You can just hop right on it. So there's a reason why they put it there, is, people are drawn to it to some degree. But anyways, it's been 1,000 miles on this bike. I can't wait to do 1,000 more. It's been super fun. Yeah, it's been nice.